Hello everybody, welcome back to Victoria to the Supernations mod. So last episode we left off basically in preparation for a new kind of a global war, global crusade for democracy for our nation as we entered the 20th century in a brave new world. Here we go. We're allies to Germany, Japan, and Italy. Of course, that's not enough though. We need more allies. We need allies who can support our goals for spreading democracy around the globe. So we're building new armies in preparation for that specifically. We do not have very many troops being built, do we? Well, we have a ton of dragoons that are not built. Here in North America, we're going to go straight for building a ton of stormtroopers, so we can slowly start replacing the men in armies. 44 though is probably actually enough for our reasons here. We're probably gonna be deleting a lot of these infantry, and the reason I say that, well, we have a lot of stormtroopers in the first place because you can see Texan, Yankee, any accepted cultures, Afro-American, you got Mexican. Because we have all these accepted cultures, we can build basically a massive base for these stormtrooper pops, and so that's a very large benefit for us. They are going to attack us in stone a lot, which is exactly what I wanted them to do, which is why I put that troop there. These guys are going down south. Let's go and attack them. Wipe them out. Wipe these guys out. Wipe these guys out. And this army is going to be completely stack wiped. Hardly lost any troops in that battle. That's what we like to see. Support little parties. That's fine. So yeah. Anyways, we should have... Yeah, we have a ton of war score here. Now, does Japan want anything else? Japan wants something else. I will let it. I mean, you get strong, Japan. Okay, we can build tanks now. So now we have literally everything that we need. We'll go ahead and try to build some tanks, but of course it's going to be super difficult to do that in the first place. Because there probably aren't really any tank factories. If you look on the global stage, there's only one tank factory in existence. Airplane's a little bit different, a little bit better there, but still not that great. But we're probably going to be, what we're going to be doing is restructuring a bit of our armies. Mostly the ones on the mainland over here first. I'm going to drag you down here. Kind of pull some of these armies back in so we can easily switch out the units. Shift you back there as well. And you. And you. And of course you to Wheeling. Do I have anybody up north? Yep, I have one in Alaska. And I'll send you to Erie. So I'll get all these troops a little bit close so we can start restructuring everybody pretty drastically. Looks like they gave up at trying to attack us. We can actually make some incursions here. So yeah, they are going to increase what they're taking. They're going to take South Zhejiang as well. They should be crushing them. There's not really anything else they can take, so I'm going to go ahead and take that piece. Look at that Japan grow. 20 million pops now. This is going to be a pretty strong Japan. So let's hopefully we can keep them on our good side. Let's build up those connections there. Though maybe it's about time to think about political parties. Is there any political... Obviously, laissez-faire has been treating us quite well. Well, in fact, we're on interventionism right now, which is actually a little bit better than laissez-faire, at least in my opinion, as far as being able to have some sort of interaction with the economy. Of course, laissez-faire itself does give us a lot of benefits, for our economy anyways. As far as like factory owner cost plus 30%, factory output plus 10%, the import cost always also goes lower. You don't really get that in state capitalism. If we look at planned economy, it's pretty much non-existent. It's a lot worse actually, though. State or planned economy does help the lower class citizens like farmers and stuff. Interventionism doesn't really help much either. Laissez-faire is a lot better if we were just going for straight automation of the economy. Without any influence on our end. Which I mean, it would maybe be good if it wasn't for the fact that we do need a lot of these more advanced factories to be built. We're not really getting that. If I go look in New York, we can't click that button. Right here, New York is not getting any new production. There we go. Unit appearance change. It's not showing it right away. And that's because... Ooh, gas attack capability. Fantastic. We can now gas attack people. Not people. Well, yeah, people, but armies. Foreign. Evil armies. We're not going to be gas attacking random people. Mass politics is a pretty good tech. We're just going to go ahead and take out a lot of these army techs right off the bat. And what I'm going to do really quick is actually reload so we can get the new unit appearance change registered into the game, as well as this whole Norway-Sweden issue. So I'll be back right in a sec. Alright guys, we are back. I don't actually see much of a difference between the armies post the tech. Maybe you guys can. I don't see a single difference. Doesn't matter too much though. But Norway did fix its little name, so now it's showing Norway and Sweden is not over its name anymore. So that was fixed. Really nothing else though. Otherwise, go to get this army split. I think we have the Dragoons now, so that's fine. We probably have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, we're doing 5 per army this time. We could just do this. Because now we have our stormtroopers who have been built. Okay, that did not work. Doesn't need to want to split it correctly. Yeah. Send you guys here and the new army that is going up north. Let's just split off 2 of the stormtroopers and go to Williamsport. So there we go. We have 2 completely, well, not completely new. We still have to get ideally some tanks in there and replace the Dragoons with I don't really need the Dragoons anymore, do we? Maybe get like, because right now we have the reconnaissance, which is why we have the Dragoons in the first place. It only needs 1.1 recon brigades. I look into our army, build army. Dragoons have a reconnaissance of 2. Well, airplanes have a reconnaissance of 4. So we only really need 1, maybe 2, probably just 1 airplane per army. So I'm going to try putting those in the armies right now. And then we can just probably line the armies with just stormtroopers and artillery and tanks. Maybe, ideally, we'd have more. I'd want 4, maybe only 2 brigades of tanks per army is probably the only thing we can really do. That's probably all we need to do, actually. Siege is only 3 in engineers, while it's 2 in armies. I think the siege score is already... What is this? Do we need more then? Oh, it's probably because the strength is down. At full strength should be a little bit of a different story. 2 should be fine. Let's take you guys once again. Let's just do... We can actually do several armies, but that's probably fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. And 1, 2. And then, oh, their armies changed now. This is what I want to see. Are these tan uniforms. That's how it should look. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's send you guys to Ottawa. The third away in Chile. What we need to do, I'm not sure if I've done this tech yet. Yeah, change reforms of releasable nations. So I want to make sure they all stay republics, which it looks like they have. So that's good. Though some states might end up attracting a lot of fascist elements. For now. For now. See, those are fine. I'm not sure what this new... This sprite might be specifically... Oh, there we have airplanes. We are building airplanes. Oh. Interesting. Of course, the second issue is once we have these new armies, so airplanes and tanks, the issue that we come with next after building them is the fact that they require maintenance. And so now we're taking some of the world supply to even supply airplanes. And as we take even more of the supply, it becomes more and more difficult to actually build them. It doesn't seem like our capitalists are all too keen on actually building them. I'm trying to think what we can do as far as maybe changing our governing party. Republican and Populist Party. What's the difference? They're anti-military, the Populist Party is. I'm not sure what other alternative there is for our people. We might just have to keep on encouraging, perhaps, the automotive industry in a lot of these states. Might be the only thing we can do to try to encourage some of these new factories. Yeah, because the plus 25% encouraging for those factories to be built. Whether that influences them a lot or not, I'm not sure. I'm not really entirely sure what even the project threshold here is. We deselect all, grab tanks and airplanes. We are building more tanks in South Dakota, so that's good. There's not really much else we can do in Arizona, unfortunately. We are producing about 0.48 per day. We need some more populous states to build some of these factories. That's the bottom line. Okay, so we have these airplanes now. So my question is, if we are to... We'll grab one more. Replace our dragoons, for example, with airplanes. How does that affect the armies? Because now we have this army stack. there's an airplane in there. And so our recon efficiency looks like the recon brigades is the biggest thing. So even the recon of the army itself doesn't appear to have a direct influence. So probably, what, 2 airplanes per army may be ideal, if you want to go that route. Yeah, let's take you guys, split ya, take out you, and add additional airplanes to each of those armies. And now the recon efficiency is fine. And I think this flying tag over here, I can't really read what it says. I'm pretty sure that means that there is a airplane unit. I think. No, this army, I think there are airplanes there. That's a stormtrooper. I have no idea what that tag is. Probably interesting to know, right? So if any of you guys actually know what the heck these are above the units, I'm kind of curious. There's something to do with maybe the general of the army. I mean, I doubt it. Because then there's these armies with a lot of artillery in it. Is it the skill of the army? Doesn't seem like it. I'm just confused. Liberia we can influence. Were they not part of our sphere before? That's curious. There's still a satellite. I'm not sure why that happened. Okay, so what we're going to do is actually jump ahead really quick here until we can get all of our armies something done here. Fix that issue, as well as wait for anything interesting to happen. So I'll go ahead and cut it off here, and I'll see you guys back in a sec. Bye. Alright guys, we are back. I basically finished. We have this much army that is completely ready for, well, battle. We're struggling as far as getting tanks into the army, so we're not going to really worry about that right now. That's probably something we have to worry about at a later date. As far as the airplanes go, it's actually going pretty well. Most of our armies are completely reformed over here. We are building up our navy on the East Coast, so we can go ahead and lift up our troops to go to Europe, which in fact is currently engaged in a crisis situation where we're going to go ahead and support Japan here. It's going to be an interesting little conflict. Granted, I'm pretty sure even once I join Japan. Ooh, earthquake in San Francisco. That's unfortunate. In fact, go over here and, I mean, of course, California is doing pretty great, but now, well, a lot of people just died. 4,000. This crisis isn't going to last too long, is it? Unless by some reason they decide to go to war. Yeah, except the white piece. There we go. Anyways, Russia is number 14. They have 50 troops. Italy is still our ally. They actually took all of Tripoli, interestingly enough. So I guess there you go. There was a war with that I did join in. How many brigades can we lift with 92? We could wait until we finish a lot of this. If we buy about 130 steamer convoys, maybe a little bit more. Just wait until it ticks away. should have bought it already. Let's go ahead and take that out. Yeah, there we go. So once all these steamer transports are built, they should all go straight over to this fleet here, which I hope is enough to transport all these troops. This army is also ready. Let's go and actually take these artillery units and send it back to this army because I took all the artillery from them to give to the other armies. Let's go ahead and delete all these infantry units. Oops, if I can grab it. In these two armies. And put some stormtroopers in them. Ideally, we'll put 5 each. This one only has 6, but that's fine. Let's grab this guy. You go here. And this army's mostly ready, except we need more airplanes. Which we're going to go ahead and do right now. I definitely don't want 71, so we're just going to go ahead and spam this a little bit. And hope that's enough. But there we go. So as soon as all these fleets get over there, which looks like they all actually already are, except this one. There we go. These armies aren't ready yet. Keyword is yet for that case. You have 5. You are fine. Let's send you here as well. 3. I need 1 more until I'll feel fine leaving you alone. We'll actually wait. So we have all these troops. There's some stormtroopers over here. We'll send you to this army. Go to Massachusetts Bay, and we'll go ahead and load up all these guys to go to Russia. Our new and improved armies are ready for their new expeditionary task. And they are going to go to Russia, which there aren't too many obstacles as far as their allies here. We are going to, of course, declare the arsenal of democracy and begin sending our troops over. We can't put any more units in there, so unfortunately we can't fill it with all of our troops. But 100 brigades is still a lot, and against Russia it should be fine because their tech is only at 17 out of 30, which actually isn't nearly as bad as I thought it was. But we have better soldiers, for 1. For 2, we have gas attack, and they don't. Tank exploits, that's good for me. Let's go ahead and increase maintenance there. You can lower this slightly. Try to minimize the amount of loss we have. Now that was a huge tech we just took. So we just discovered shift work, which gives plus 5% RGO output efficiency, which is huge. And factory throughput tech, which is also huge. So we had a 3,000 deficit, and that just went down by another 3,000 or so. So that is a huge tech. Electrical power generation is also massive, especially a lot of inventions that are really good. Electric furnace is also pretty fantastic. Synthetic polymers is fine. Limited access roads, of course, is great as far as getting that extra oomph for our railroad system. And we're definitely steaming ahead of everybody else. We do want... Oh, they're allied with Great Britain now. 38 days. So we'll chill here until we get the new war goal, which we just got discovered for 0.2 infamy. Fine by me. 2 days away. There we go. Now the Arsenal of Democracy casts melee against Russia. So we're actually probably going to go ahead and end this episode here. It might be a little bit shorter. on some of my recent episodes, but we're going to go ahead and end it there, just as it's a good stopping point for our new crusade of democracy against Russia. So anyways, thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. As always, please leave a like down below and consider subscribing if you would like to see more content just like this, more frequent uploads. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.